Okay, so we come to the second verse of Ruth today in Hebrew. So let's look at Ruth 1-2 in Hebrew. See if you can pronounce the Hebrew. Here's how I would pronounce it. Vashem ha'ish, Elimelech, Vashem ishto Naomi. Any guesses? So if you followed me on Hebrew at all, you know that a vav is an indicator of and. At least that's where we start. It's very flexible, but we'll go with and. And then shame name. Shame means name. And name, ha'ish. Now ha, it's a guy. This is the word the. Normally it would be hey, patak, doubling, but Aleph says, I don't do doubling. I'm a guttural. It's not in my contract. I tried to shoot it a gesh in there, bang, and it bounced back and made the patak into a long kamatz. Patak is a short A, and a kamatz is a long A. So anyway, we call that compensatory lengthening. But that's the only article I see in this line. So it's the ish, the man. So ish means man, and isha means wife. So we have husband, we have wife. It would be isha if it was by itself, but that holam vav, anybody know what the holam vav is? Oh, I can't hear you. Speak up. Oh, that's right. It's a recording. Anyway, holam vav is his wife. And what happens when you put a possessive suffix on, a feminine word that ends in hey, is heys and tabs kind of, I don't know why, they just kind of exchange with each other. And so the hey becomes a tav when you put a possessive suffix on it. So this is his wife. So, and name the man Elimelech, and name his wife Naomi. Okay? So name, let's get the translation. And name of the man. And this, I guess, I'm going to construe it as construct. That's why I put the of there. Let me just pause and double check something real quick. Okay, I'm not crazy. It is, in fact, construct. So there's no way to tell, really, because Sari is long. And so in this particular case, I believe, whether it's construct or absolute, it's going to look the same. But anyway, and the name of the man, Elimelech. So this is one of the fun things about learning Hebrew. This is something that when I was learning Hebrew, I was like, wow, this is so fun. Because, when you read, when you're a little boy reading the Old Testament, you read these names and they're like crazy. And some people in church are, no, please don't have me read that verse. It's got a bunch of names in it. No, not First Chronicles 1. But anyway, but names often mean things. So Melech, you might know, is the word for king. And El is also the word for God, the generic word for God. Elohim, we know, but El is kind of the shortened generic word also. So Elimelech is like, my God is king, or God is my king, something like that. But we've got God and we've got king. God is king, Elimelech. Now, I'm not suggesting you name your child Elimelech. They'll be made fun of in school. But you can see, my God is king is right there in the name. So the name of the man was, my God is king. And the name of his wife was Naomi. Naomi. Now, I don't know what Naomi means. I probably should, but I don't. So look it up, and you teach me. Put it in the comments. All right, so that is the first line. Here's the second line. Can you pronounce it? Here's how I would pronounce it. Vashem, you know what that means, and name, shame name, and Vashem Shanae, not Sinead O'Connor, nope. Vashem Shanae Banaiv Maklon Vakilyon Ephratim. All right. Any thoughts on this here? So this is, and the name of something, Shani, we've seen that before, haven't we? Two. The name of two of his sons. Maybe we haven't. Maybe that was Jonah. So this is also construct, I would say. It's Sariot is masculine plural construct. So two of his sons, there's the Vav again for his. And then Ben means son, Benjamin, son of the left hand. So his sons, Malkon and, Machlon and Kilyon. Those are the name of his sons. I don't know what that means either. Maybe I I should know better. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad Hebrew person. But anyway, those are the names of his sons, and they are Ephraim. They are Ephraimites. Why is an Ephraimite living in Bethlehem, you ask? Well, anyway, they're Bethlehem. They're Ephraimites. Ephraim, I always thought of as being just north of Jerusalem. In fact, the northern kingdom is called Ephraim sometimes. As a synecdoche, a part for the whole. But anyway, ours is not to question why. Ours is just to listen or die. So the name of the man was Elimelech. The name of his wife was Naomi, and they had 2 sons, Machlon and Chilion. And there's a famine. Remember from verse 1, there's a famine in Bethlehem, so they're headed somewhere else. So where are they? They are Beit Lechem. You know what that is? Remember? Beit Lechem? Bethlehem, also known as the house of bread. They're from Bread House. Yeah, I'm going down to Bread Town. Except there's no bread. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic, don't you think, that Bethlehem doesn't have bread? And it's Bread House. That's pretty bad. Anyway, so they are from Mem Hirik doubling is min, and nun assimilates when no vowel separates. So the nun has been sucked into the bet. It's become a doubled bet. You bet it has. So Mebeit Lechem. They are from Bethlehem, Yehuda, Bethlehem in Judah, right? Vayavo'u, Shaddai, Moab. All right, so let's parse this puppy here. Vav Patak doubling is a converted imperfect, or probably more accurate, we'll call it a preterite. The yod is a third masculine singular. Actually, it's not here. It's third person, but because of the shruk, got a 1-2 punch. Yod shruk. It's they, and they come. And then this is bo. Bo is a middle weak verb, a hollow verb. If there are 3 consonants, the middle one is the one that's weak here. It's gone away. It's cowardly, but it's a sharuk, a vav that's gone away. Bo is very common. I was chastised by someone who knows Hebrew better than I am. They said, it doesn't mean go. It means come. I'm not sure if I don't know if I agree with them. But anyway, I went ahead and I translated it just come here for the sake of this person. Anyway, you're not watching this, are you? Nah, you're not watching this. So, and they came. I should have put and they came. Let's do that. There we go. It's a preterite. And they came to, we've got to stick a 2 in there, even though there's no 2 here. We just kind of need it in English. You can do that. You're allowed. I give you permission. I dub thee allowed to add 2. Shaddai Moab. They came to the fields of Moab. There's another seriod, so it's masculine plural construct, and there's Moab. Moab. All right. So they came from Judah to Moab, not that far, really. In terms of the territory map of our minds, very far. But in terms of actual ground covered, not so much. And here's the last part of the verse. Vayehu, Sham. This is not shame name, this is Sham there. Very confusing. Only difference is the vowel. And when you think that they didn't have vowels, right? They didn't put the vowels down. They just knew. Common sense. Well, name wouldn't fit here, and they were name wouldn't make any sense. And they were there. And you know that they were there. So this is Vav Patak doubling. So it is a converted imperfect or preterite. That means that the yod is third person, and then the yod, shruk, is a 1-2 punch. They, and they were, this is haya, the verb to be. And they were there. So basically, Elimelech was the name of the guy, and Naomi was the name of the girl. Machlon, Chilion were the boys. They left the house of bread, Bethlehem, Beit Lechem in Judah, and they went to Moab, and they were there. And this is verse 2 of Ruth chapter 1.